Good afternoon, Exeter, and happy Arbor Day. For this week's report, a recap of Monday night's Select Board meeting. The Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce celebrates community members. The Tree Committee helped celebrate Earth Day at Lincoln Street School. Local arborists donate their skills and time to clean up Swasey Parkway. I'm your host, Garrett Prey, and this is the Exeter Biweekly Report. Let's get started. The Select Board had a quick meeting under 2 hours this Monday. Bob Glowacki has the summary of the meeting.
At the April 26th meeting, the Select Board remembered former Selectwoman Ann Sermon and her dedication to the town through her years of service.
I would like to take a moment to honor and remember our colleague, Ann Sermon, who passed away last week. In addition to serving 2 terms on the Select Board, Ann volunteered many years on the Budget Recommendations Committee and took pride in her work and always looking out for the taxpayers and the citizens of the town of Exeter.
She epitomizes what I think people who serve civic roles should look like. She gave her all, and not only did she give her time sitting on the board, but she was always present during conversations that she deemed important to fellow citizens.
During public comment, the board heard from several residents regarding the conversion of tennis courts to pickleball courts.
Based upon my experience, I'm strongly against converting the 3 courts into pickleball-only courts. The usage and demand for tennis far exceeds that of pickleball. There are numerous times when I arrive at the courts and find them completely filled with only tennis players using the courts, and I need to wait for a court to open up as it already is.
Thank you.
Just to echo on Dan's comments, I will be at that meeting on May 9th, but I'd just like to state that, ideally one would not want to take away from tennis. This wasn't well publicized. I'd like to recommend that the rec department hold a public forum so that the tennis and pickleball communities can have a fair and informed process.
The discussion is slated to be an agenda item at an upcoming meeting. The board proclaimed that the week of May 1st through the 7th should be Municipal Clerk's Day.
That we recognize the accomplishments of the Office of the Municipal Clerk, and now, therefore, we, the Select Board of Exeter, do recognize the week of May 1st through May 7th, 2022 as Municipal Clerk's Week, and further extend appreciation to our Municipal Clerk, Andrea Kohler, and to all municipal clerks for the vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the communities they represent.
Fire Chief Eric Wilking came before the board to request $19,785 to be expended from the EMS revolving fund to purchase airlifting bag equipment.
Because they're an integral part of our safety system, allowing us to lift objects like vehicles off to get underneath, and we had an opportunity right here in town at a industrial facility to lift about an 8-ton machine off of an employee that it had fallen onto. The bags are very important.
The board also discussed establishing a hardship policy for granting tax abatements.
We've actually not had a tax abatement policy for extenuating circumstances. So what we did is we actually modeled this after another town, and we did draw up not just the policy, but we also included forms that we would have filled out when someone comes to the town looking for a hardship abatement. And ultimately, these are decisions that the board is going to be the ones in charge of making.
Watch the full meeting on our YouTube page.
The Exeter Area Chamber of Commerce held their annual community awards last week. Here's a preview of our video coverage. The Chamber of Commerce honored members of the Exeter community, business owners, teachers, and doctors for their exceptional work within the community over the last year.
To the community. I've lived in Exeter for 45 years, practiced medicine here, raised a family here, and I've seen amazing transformation of the community and growth, and a lot of that is due to the people in this room and the other members of the chamber who aren't with us tonight, and many other organizations in the community. As a family physician, I truly believe that when medical crisis strikes people and families, it is extraordinarily important that high-quality expertise be available in the local community so people can be close to family and friends.
If you want to see the full video, you can check it out on our YouTube channel. Last Friday was Earth Day, and the Exeter Tree Committee joined Lincoln Street School students in a tree planting ceremony. Here's more of that.
Crews from Public Works and Parks and Recreation helped to plant several trees at Lincoln Street School in honor of Earth Day. School children, teachers, and members of the Exeter Tree Committee spoke about the important connection between trees and the environment.
We're really hoping that when you leave here today that you do something extra special for the earth, and we've got a couple speakers that may mention a few particular possibilities for you to help out the earth today. It doesn't have to be big.
Fly gardens that Green Team will be planting. So lots of great things happening throughout the year, like Mr. Schmidt said. It's not just one day, it's every day. Earth Day was created to promote awareness and appreciation for the earth environment.
I'm Eileen Flockhart, a part of the Exeter Tree Committee, and
I am her granddaughter, Ellie.
and we're here today celebrating both Earth Day and the planting of some new trees at Lincoln Street School. Well, just like Arbor Day isn't any day, Earth Day isn't any day, but everybody has a responsibility to take care of everything around them, and it may be just small little things, but look around and pay attention and take care of the earth.
Local arborists from several companies have donated their time to help clean up Swasey Parkway for Arbor Day. We went down to the parkway to learn more.
Throughout the windy but sunny morning and afternoon, local arborists will be conducting tree work in Swasey Parkway. The four companies, Cornerstone Tree, Curtis Tree Care, Northeast Shade Tree, and Piscataqua Landscaping, volunteered to do this work free of charge in honor of Arbor Day, saving the town tens of thousands of dollars in maintenance costs for the park.
Going to spend the day here. They're going to be removing the hazardous trees, branching, fertilization, pruning, taking some of the older, more iconic trees like the birch by the gazebo and strengthening that tree because it's such an iconic part of the park for the cost of a breakfast and a lunch. Are going to do tens of thousands of dollars worth of work for the town. It's a very, very generous offer.
Chris Kemp from Piscataqua Landscaping's Tree Division spoke about how this event is a win-win for the crews.
We've been doing this since, I think it's 2007 or 8. We started in Portsmouth. A group of us got together. We call ourselves the Seacoast Arborist Collaborative, SAC for short, kind of funny. And we want to give back to the community, give back to the place where we live, where we work, where we play. We all known each other for years, and it's a good chance for us to get together. We learn from each other too. Different climbing techniques, different ways of doing things, different equipment. So it's a win-win. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of community involvement as well. People come by, ask questions, and we can teach them a little bit about trees, how they work, what we're doing, why we're doing it. So it's fun. It's a good time.
That does it for this week's report. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread the word. We'll be back on May 13th with more local news and information. For Exeter TV, I'm Garrett Prey, and this has been the Exeter Biweekly Report. Have a great day, everyone.